Alright, time to try and bounce back from the bad week I just had. So let's get started with the picks. I think we only got 13 games this week again, so this shouldn't take too long. Houston at Buffalo. Quietly Buffalo's actually 3-4, and that's really not that bad. That's more than I can say, but I kind of like Houston to make a little run at the wild card here, so I'm going to say 10 confidence points in the Houston Texans. Buffalo's doing some things well. They seem to have a good pass defense, but I think Houston's offense is a different breed from like the Jets and the Panthers. So I'm going to say Houston 10 confidence points. Cleveland at Chicago, 11 confidence points in the Bears. I don't think the Bears are good. I'm going to stand by that, but they're mad. They lost 2 games in a row. They got embarrassed last week in a must-win game. And now this game is really must-win. If they lose, they may as well just forfeit the rest of the year. So 11 confidence points in Chicago. I think they'll blow Cleveland out by maybe 3 touchdowns out of anger. Seattle at Dallas. I have Dallas 6 confidence points for reasons I explained in my previous video. Sorry, guys. St. Louis at Detroit. Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson are expected to play. Stafford, I think, could have a big game against St. Louis, so I'm going to say 5 confidence points in the Lions to get their 2nd win of the year. I'm liking that one. I think Detroit's... I don't know if they're awful or not. I guess that's the best you can say about it. Indianapolis, San Francisco. It's in Indianapolis. Alex Smith is in for a nice wake-up call this week, playing against a vicious pass rush. Gonna probably beat him into the turf. And 13 confidence points in the Colts. Not gonna be close. All they gotta do is frustrate Frank Gore a little bit, and this game will be ugly. I think we've seen it already. The Niners are good for the NFC West, but they're not good overall. Miami at New York, the New York Jets, that is. I think Miami bounces back from a really tough loss last week. They had it, they blew it. I think they win. 7 confidence points in the Dolphins. I think they're good. I know they're 2-4, whatever it is, but I think they're good. The Jets, I couldn't tell you what to think about them right now, but I think the Chris Jenkins thing, I think the Miami Wildcats going to run rampant all over the Jets. Giants at Philly. I'm torn here because on one hand, the Giants have played like crap the last 2 weeks. And you don't want to realize that the team isn't that good too late. Like, I could spend the next month continuing to pick the Giants, expecting them to win, and then after 4 straight losses, I finally realize, hey, you know what? This team isn't that good. On the other hand, I don't want to make a snap judgment and say, oh, this team lost a couple games in a row, they suck now, I should pick against them every week, because it doesn't really work like that. But I'm going to pick the Eagles here by 3 confidence points. Really, with the Eagles this year, it's a crapshoot with picks because they're the best team in the league at making big plays. But if they don't make big plays, they can't score, they can't move the ball. So it's kind of like flipping a coin. But I'm going to go with the Eagles because with C.C. Brown out there, the Eagles should be able to generate a lot of big plays. So I have them winning. Denver at Baltimore. I think Baltimore kind of has to win this game. Both teams are coming off a bye. I absolutely believe Denver's the better team and certainly could win. But I think this is a must-win for Baltimore, so I'm going to say 2 confidence points in the Ravens. Tennessee, Jacksonville in Tennessee. Oh, this feels like trouble. I wish I didn't have to pick this game. This feels like trouble. I don't know. Because Tennessee's the worst team in the league, but it's about high time they win. It's in Tennessee. Jacksonville isn't good either. But then again, Jacksonville's only 3-3. I mean, they could turn it around. They're 500. There's still time for them to fix whatever's wrong with them because they've managed to win 3 games. So I think Jacksonville keeps it alive. 4 confidence points in the Jaguars winning against the Titans. Oakland at San Diego. I don't think San Diego is good enough to be favored by 17 points, and, they are favored by 17 points. But they're certainly good enough to win easily. 12 confidence points in the Chargers to beat the Raiders. Minnesota at Green Bay. I think Minnesota's better. I think Aaron Rodgers could still get murdered by that pass rush. I think that we could see a lot of good... I don't know what to expect from this game, because I don't know how Favre is going to react to the crowd booing him. But I think Green Bay splits the series. I'm going to go with 1 confidence point in the Packers winning against the Vikings. Although, god damn it, the Vikings lost last week, and now they might feel like they need to win this game, and that kind of screwed everything up. So, crap, I don't know what to do, but I'm going to say the Packers 1 confidence point. Carolina at Arizona. It feels like a trap. It's way too easy to pick Arizona in this game. But at the end of the day, Carolina is just awful. So 8 confidence points in the Cardinals. I mean, in all fairness to them, they're just a far superior team. And this seems like the kind of game that could finally get Jake Delhomme benched. I think it's high time they got him out of there. And finally this week, Atlanta at New Orleans. I think New Orleans wins in a blowout. I know Atlanta's good, but I think they're flawed. I have some concerns about them, especially that defense. And I know they kind of need to win this game to have any chance at winning the division. But I think New Orleans is just a much better team, and I think they will win handily. So I say 9 confidence points in the Saints taking care of business against the Falcons. Here's to a better week for me, and I am out.